Hello everyone. Today we are starting the project Amazon's top 100 best-selling books analysis. Here we have two data set for the analysis. One data set have the list of top 100 books and the other data set have list of customer reviews. Here as you can see, rows and columns are not aligned and we can't differentiate between the headers and the data. So for that we should format the table by using the format table option. Now we can differentiate headers and the data.
So next, check for the blank values in each column. Here we can check the blank values by selecting the each column, and at last we get the option to uncheck the blank value. At last it shows option to uncheck the blank value. So, so before starting the project, you should understand the problem statement and the result we need. For that, our data should be clean. So now checking for the blanks. Next step is to check for the duplicate values. To check for the duplicate values, select the table and select the option to remove duplicates. Our data have no duplicates now. Cleaning the data set 2, which is customer review analysis, and follow the same step. Formatting the table, aligning the rows and columns, removing the duplicate, checking for the blank values, and check for the errors by using the find and replace option. Also, you can separate the first name and last name by using the split function. You can format the data as uppercase or lowercase by using Excel functions, and remove the extra spaces by using the trim function. These are the basic formattings. And next, uh, checking for the data types of each column. If your column having the text data type, it should have the we should select the text data type, and if column having the date column, then we should select the data type as a date. And if column having the true or false data, then the data type should be true or false. And now we should calculate the sentiment analysis. For that, go to the developer option tab, select the add-ins option. In that, check for the Azure Machine Learning. And next, select the text sentiment analysis. In that, we should select the here the column which you are going to analyze should have the a column name as a tweet underscore text. Rename it as tweet underscore text. Input column, select the whole description column which you have renamed it as a tweet underscore text. Select whole column, and next select for the result column where you need the results. Now you can see we have analyzed the sentiment analysis. We are done with the sentiment analysis. So here you can see problem statement. Understanding the statement is very important, where you should remove the columns which are not required for the calculation. Here you can see book ranking analysis. Here we should calculate the distribution of the book ranking among the top 100 best-selling books on Amazon. Here we need the columns of top 100 books and the ranking column, and identifying the trends and patterns in books ranking over the time. Here we need the book ranking column and the time column. After cleaning, you should load the data into Power BI page. To load the data, go to the Get Data option and load the Excel sheet. And also you can transform data. Now the first data set is loading. Now you can see the first data set is loaded. Now we should load the second data set. Go to Get Data option and then load the second data set. Now let's create the report. Now formatting the canvas background by using wallpaper and shapes. For the background wallpaper,
Canva app. The formatting includes title formatting, background formatting, and image background formatting, and shapes formatting. Now you can see I have formatted the canvas by using the shapes, by using images, and by formatting the shapes, images, and the text area, etc. And also you can change the wallpaper of the Power BI report page, and also and cover page. Now let's start the calculation. Before that, we should follow the same step for the format of canvas and wallpaper. Here select the KPI visual from the build option. Add the data into the field area. And here we are calculating the count of book title. I have used KPI to show number of book count, which we can simply add that to the field area and select the count option. We better to use KPI to show the count, sales revenue, profits, which gives a single value results.
Average rating of the book by using the DAX function average. The syntax comes as the name of the table and the column which we need to calculate. And now you can see the measure. Next, we need to calculate average price of the book. For that, I have used the same function which is average, and the syntax comes as the DAX function and next the table name and the column which we need to calculate. Next, calculating the highest price of the book by using the max function. So the syntax comes as the DAX function max and the table name and then the column name which is book price. Next, calculating for the lowest price of the book. The same formula, use the max function and next table name and then column which we are calculating book price. So here as you can see I have used KPI visuals for the count of books, highest price of the book and lowest price of the book. And now selecting the slicer visual. Slicer visuals in Power BI are used to filter data across the multiple visualizations or pages within a report. So users can select specific values or ranges within the slicer to instantly see how it affects the data displayed in the charts, tables, and visuals. So here I have used the slicers for the date, for the author names, and for the rating, and next for the book title and year of publication. Next, selecting the gauge visuals. Gauge visuals are useful for providing the status updates or performance indicator. They can visually convey whether a metric is in a good, warning, or critical state, helping users assess the situation quickly without needing to go into the detailed data analysis. Now let's format the KPI and gauge visuals and then slicers. Formatting visualizations in Power BI is important for enhancing clarity, readability, and visual appearance. So now let's next calculate the price rating correlation. Go to measure and then add the text formula for the price rating correlation. A book of the price and ratings are being calculated to get the correlation results. And to write the DAX functions, you can take help of Copilot AI tool by giving the required prompt. So here I have used stacked column chart. Stacked column charts are used to represent data where multiple categories are being compared within a single group. For example, time series analysis, survey, and feedback analysis. So here I have used book title, year of publication, and rank columns, average of rank. Now selected the area chart. Area charts are particularly useful for displaying trends and changes in data over time. They provide clear visual representation of how values changes over different time periods, making them suitable for identifying trends.
So here we copy and paste visuals. To copy and paste visuals, we can use the shortcut Control C for the copy and Control V for the paste option. And while copying the slices, we can use the sync option. Here we can sync the slicers if you need, or else you can select each slicer, each pages. Now I have selected the waterfall chart. This can be used, for example, for profit and loss analysis, sales performance analysis, cost background analysis. So here we are calculating top performing authors by using the columns authors list.
Now select the stacked bar chart for the count of book by author calculation. So stacked bar charts are useful when you want to compare the proportions of different categories within a group. For the calculation, we need authors list and book title. Now we need to measure average score of sentiment analysis by using the average function. Average function consists average, the name of the table, and the score column. So here we have got average score. Next, calculating the unverified review, and the function calculate and count function is used. The count function used when you need to count, and the calculate function is used to modify or filter calculation, apply additional filter, or to perform calculations based on specific conditions. So here the function comes as calculate, count rows, and next name of the table and the list of verified equal to false, which gives unverified review result. Next, calculating verified review. For that, we are using the same formula. Just the thing is, we should use equal to true. Here the formula comes as calculate count rows, name of the table, verified, column name equal to true. So we have got verified review result.
Now selecting the line and clustered column chart to calculate average score by reviewer rating. Here line chart is used to visualize trends and changes over the time. They are suitable for showing continuous data. And the clustered column chart used to compare the data across categories and groups. They are suitable for displaying discrete data. Here we are using the data reviewer rating, non-verified and verified column, and next average score column. The next calculation is count of score by genre. For that, we need data from both the data set, and we should create a relationship between both the data sets or both the tables. To create the relationship between the two data set, go to modeling, select the matching table from both the tables. Here we have reviewer rating and the rating. Reviewer rating from the data 1 and data 2 rating. Both have a matching tables. So creating the relationship between the two data sets. Here I have selected the clustered bar chart by adding the columns genre, count of score and sentiment column. For the calculation of count of score by genre and sentiment.
Now calculating the average score by book title and sentiment. For that I have selected the stacked column chart. Stacked column chart is used when you want to display the composition of whole by breaking it down into the parts. Here we are using the columns book title, average score and sentiment analysis. So here calculating the count of reviewer rating and count of timestamp by year of publication by using line and stacked column chart. Here the data we are adding is year of publication, count of review rating, and count of timestamp.
Now calculating the count of timestamp by reviewer rating by using line and clustered column chart. Here we are adding the data of date, months, count of timestamp, and reviewer rating.
Tables are used in Power BI when you need to present detailed data or when you want to provide users with the ability to interactively explore the data. For example, detailed data display, data exploration, and comparative analysis. So now we are done with all the calculations. Here I have used clear slicer button, left arrow button, right arrow button, page navigation button by using the button tab. After selecting the page navigation options from the button tab, you should enable the action button and then add the destination page to navigate to that page. So now you can navigate through all the pages to check or analyze a report by using page navigation option.
So now Amazon's top 100 best-selling books analysis is done. You can analyze the report by using slicers, KPI visuals, bar charts, and tables. Keep learning and keep growing.